All right. All systems go. Minutes in. Ooh. Hmm. Dark Pictures Anthology's House of Ashes gameplay reveal. Alright, everyone, it's Mecha-san here with the final E3 2021 stream of the year. It is Bandai Namco's presentation. Now, Bandai Namco makes... Okay, first things first, there's a bit of a construction work going on around here. So if you hear hammers and everything, yeah, just ignore that, don't worry, everything's fine. Moving on here, yes, Bandai Namco, they're known for the anime games. Things like One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. And all the shonen games. Pretty much. Jump Force, you name it. So, I expect all that here. So, I don't really care. I don't play any of those shonen games. Of course, they do a Yu-Gi-Oh game. I'm all for it. The biggest cry for this stream is Elden Ring, and we might get that, definitely. Nobody be sure. But personally, I'm, again, this is Japan we're talking about here, and real life problems, so expectations on the low side here, just to be certain. So yeah, on the chat, people reminded me of a few things here, like people want Xenoverse. You know what? Yeah, Xenoverse. Give me Xenoverse Chronicles port for the Switch. They reminded me about Digimon Survive. Yeah, what happened to that game? No doubt there's going to be a number of iOS games mentioned here, because Bandai has been releasing a number of games for the iOS and Android. Yeah, really, of course, what I would love to see is Gundam, and any mech game, just any mech game in general. I mean, right now, I believe Super Robot War is having an anniversary. Yeah, 30-year anniversary. Or something. There was a presentation. I didn't look it up. Didn't bother to actually foresee this stuff. So, yeah. And now we're showing here the dark. We got, of course, Scarlet Nexus. Probably release a bit more about that. Oh, but I am so tempted to cheat. To cheat and just foresee everything. But I do like Bandai. So I'm giving them this amount of attention, if you will, for little attention I can give them on my YouTube channel. So let's see what everyone here is hoping for. All right, yeah, give me a good Yu-Gi-Oh game. I'm in, exactly. I stopped watching Yu-Gi-Oh at 5D. I literally know the episode I left off in the English sub, episode 88, and not because I just grew bored of the show. It's simply because, well, I got other things drew my attention away. I gotta go back to watching that. Needless to say, though, I've stopped playing. Actually, yeah, I think I stopped watching this series when the Gundam War card game was released in America, and I just moved away from Yu-Gi-Oh to Gundam, because it's Gundam. Alright, so what do we got next? Oh, what are we got showing here? Oh yeah, we got the Scarlet Nexus demo. So yeah, they've been showing these a few times here, nothing new. Yeah, there's that here. We're probably gonna get another Demon Slayer game's gonna come out, of course. That's no doubt. Demon Slayer is so popular in Japan right now. It's popular here in the West. Again, Gundam. with also Gundam Seed Project Reignited. Reignite. Well, might as well be reignited. Project Ignited. They announced that they're making the sequel movie, the manga, Mosu Gundam Seed Eclipse, and a video game. So, doubtful. I believe it is. I would love if this thing showed me the cinematic of the Gundam Seed video game. When Section 9 comes out, are we talking Ghost in the Shell? Public Security Section 9? Because if they do make an actual proper single-player story Ghost in the Shell game, I'll play it. I played the one that came out on PlayStation 2. I think I still have the copy. The one with the one single player was the story was, all right, a bunch of terrorists were gonna poison everyone with micro machine rice. Fit for the world. Considering how Japan rice is a daily, like a very daily common diet, that makes that actually pretty effective. Let's see. Elden Ring. Everyone's been demanding Elden Ring. There was a trailer about Elden Ring about 2 trailers ago. I am not a fan. I don't really care about Elden Ring or those Souls-esque games. I'm looking at all the chat right here, and some people said Until Dawn. You had Pac-Man and Dragon Ball Z. Waluigi, banning there with Waluigi. Dragon Ball Z. The thing is, I know I would watch Demon Slayer and I'd like it. It's like so many other shonen shows. I would enjoy it. I would sit down and watch. Heck, I watched for the first few episodes, couple dozen episodes, Food Wars. I enjoyed that. That my enjoyment never stopped. But it's a shonen show, and that requires commitment. And Demon Slayer, they had a movie going on, and I'm pretty sure it's still going. I haven't kept up with it, but yeah, sadly, I don't have the patience to sit down and keep watching these long-running shows that just keep going on and on and on. It's why I haven't sat down and watched One Piece. It's why I stopped watching Bleach. It's probably also why I eventually stopped watching Yu-Gi-Oh! At 5D. Oh, please tell me the Digimon Survive game. Oh, Among Us 2? My Hero. That's why I haven't watched it. Okay, yeah, My Hero Academia. Yeah, that's right. We probably get a My Hero Academia. We're gonna get a My Hero Academia game or update on that. And again, I haven't seen that. Even though I know for a fact that I see that, love at first sight for me. Which is why I'm actually being careful. Someone said Saint Seiya there? I think didn't we already have a Saint Seiya game? Just not that long ago. Okay, so Ben. Oh, they're starting. Yeah, that's right, starting. I don't know. I don't know how long the presentation is. I haven't been able to find any information.
That they've invested so much time into this project, and I'm really hoping we get.
Oh, let's begin here.
Because I am on board. And
how do you think the next Kojima game will be about? Aliens. It's Kojima.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I like to be surprised.
But 100% mine.
You know, hey, I'm here for it. Though. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it all.
So
Opposing forces get dropped into a Sumerian temple, right? And all sorts of supernatural elements start popping up. We'll see what's going on here.
All right, the Dark Pictures Anthology. All right, we got the IGN crew here because...
I'm excited to watch it. I'm going to be very scared. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go over to the media area. And I'm going to, I'm going to be horrified because it's going to be great. It's time.
Again, fighting games, I've dropped out of fighting games.
Presentation is Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes.
We already saw this. Okay, this is an old one. So once more, people, I'll remind you, I'm keeping my expectations pretty damn low. So I don't expect to be surprised or anything like that here. I would like to see certain games, like, again, Gundam, Mech, Digimon, a new Yu-Gi-Oh game. But realistically, I expect to see none of that.
An ancient horror has awoken from its slumber and is hungry for blood. Shall we see how many have fallen into shadow?
Satellite sweeps have
Iraq 2003.
appears to be an underground storage facility, but I strongly suspect it's where chemical weapons are hidden, so we need to move fast.
To descend into the unknown alone is extremely brave.
And extremely foolish.
Or extremely foolish.
It's both.
Others in arms, or will it be a case of each man for himself?
We'll see how much it pushed.
You teeter on the edge of an abyss. Your survival depends on the choices.
Ooh.
They will be as a compass, guiding you through the unknown.
Where on God's green earth have we landed?
What night
An ancient temple. This is for archaeologists. And someone who deals with supernatural shit. Which means not you guys. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
their lights will be
Classic.
dark, unless you can find the means to save them.
Echolocation.
Trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void. Will you find the path,
This narrator's it's not bad, but
or be lost in the darkness?
he's no Vincent Price or Bela Lugosi. I think he's trying to be more like the that storyteller from like Sleepy Hollow or something like that. Yeah, those things look like they come from the movie The Cave.
We're here at Supermassive to talk about the next game in the Dark Pictures anthology, House of Ashes. And I'm joined by exec producer Dan. How you doing?
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Right,
Really cool.
so let's start at the very start. We're going to be talking about House of Ashes for most of the interview, but for those that don't know, tell us about the Dark Pictures anthology.
The Dark Pictures is a series of narrative, story-driven, branching horror stories. Each one is standalone. They each tell a different story, completely separated from the others, but within the same universe. So there is connection between them all.
Yeah.
House of Ashes is set at the end of the Iraq War in 2003, with links 4,000 years ago that set the story up.
So tell us more about the theme and themes, I suppose, within House of Ashes.
Yep.
It starts off with a military unit. They've got some new technology that can look for weapons of mass destruction underground. They think they've identified something in the Zagros Mountains in Iraq. And then as part of that, they come into conflict with an Iraqi unit. There's a pitched firefight. And then the two groups are plunged underground. There's an earthquake of some sort. And
Yeah, earthquake.
it's revealed that there's a hidden temple underground. These
Yeah,
big
Dark
massive
Picture
structures,
anthologies.
different groups, they're all separated. Radio contact is lost, and they're submerged.
Yeah, the only thing they've got
darkness.
well, the only thing they have in common is that it all takes place in the same world, but well,
Start disappearing.
nature does love diversity, and that includes in the magic department.
Dark Pictures games, they all pull something
Supernatural.
from real life or from history, from fact. What's the case with the myth or historical part of House of Ashes?
So we love looking at and reading myths and legends and stories and doing our research, and we know our fans love it as well because there's something that they can link into afterwards. And I love doing that when I'm playing games or watching movies myself.
Yeah.
So this one's set 4,000 years ago, the Akkadian Empire, and this terrible evil that happened. We had this self-proclaimed God King, Naram Sin, and he essentially cursed his people. He sacked this temple and brought famine and devastation to his own people.
Wow.
And so a lot of the history is
Typical.
We've done a lot of research about it, and then we had a lot of happy accidents that linked into the story we wanted to tell. And the fun thing for us is we get to do our own take on it. We get to twist it, and obviously we've made our own truth from it.
At the end of the sneak peek, the trailer, we saw monsters. Tell us a bit more about what's going on there.
The military unit that you're playing...
They're man-bats. They're man-bat.
They're not human. They're bigger, they're larger, they're faster. The team aren't going to know if there's one or two of them or hundreds or thousands of them. And that's kind of the threat with this. You know, they've got guns. Maybe they could try and take one of them down. But maybe there's another one around the corner, or maybe there's a group of them, and maybe they're going to get ambushed.
They use echolocation, so a sonic weapon would be perfect against those guys.
It's really fun to work on, and
Hurt their
seeing
ears.
things move around and how horrific they can be. They're different to us. They perceive the world in a different way. Getting little snippets of it in the darkness, and did I see that? Was it something that moved? Or is it actually just one of the other soldiers that's stuck in the catacomb?
Who's there?
We like to try and misdirect people on things, you know, that did you see something, did you not? And that's a great thing within horror, that you think you're going to be scared right now, and we're not going to scare you now. We'll scare you in a minute when you're not expecting it.
It's always coming.
Yeah, always.
So should we expect a huge amount of peril in the game?
Definitely. We love to do it. It's fun for us to work on.
Okay, if it's horror and we got guns, it's got up, then ammunition has to be
at least 60
taken care of
unique
course.
deaths, and there's a whole ton of variation on that as well. So
6 unique deaths.
Some of the others, you're going to see different things happening to them depending on how you play it out. You know, getting ripped.
That guy, that outfit is World War II.
There's going to be bullets flying as well, and all kinds of stuff. And it's not just the deaths; it's the gore that goes along with it, and you know, lots of blood.
Wicked. It sounds absolutely terrifying. I'm in.
Not gonna lie, man. It's pretty bad.
What differences have you made, or changes have you made to the gameplay and mechanics for House of Ashes?
We're always evolving the Dark Pictures. We listen to a lot of the feedback from our fans, and also our team, what they want to do, how they want to push things forward. So we tried some stuff in Little Hope with you know, more camera control, 360 cameras at certain parts, and we've really leaned on that.
Little Hope.
It really works well.
Yeah, I think the same guys that did on Until Dawn.
And so these sort of
Maybe. I don't play these games, so I don't recall.
Yeah, indeed. So we've had to learn, because you take away the fixed cameras, and that takes away some opportunities for horror. But we've had to learn new tricks to scare people and, you know, ramp up the tension and you know, the chance for jump scares, which we know some people love.
Yeah.
We've also got a new torch mechanic. So
Some people love, some people are tired.
These guys can be walking around with weapons, with torches mounted on them.
I gotta admit, the movement of the torches, the torches is pretty nice.
And sort of the contrast to the bright areas. And so you're going to need to lean on that torch to allow you to see where you're going, what the threat is,
Oh, wow.
and that kind of stuff. We've also done things like added difficulty settings to this game. So in Little Hope, we added you know, QTE warning icons as an example, and we've got some really good positive feedback about that, but also some people want to turn that off. We want to allow you to play the game in your way. So with our accessibility settings and difficulty settings, if you want to have a more casual experience, you can.
Okay.
Still, most of your characters are going to end up dead. But
Yeah, of course. Story reasons.
Yeah,
Indeed.
but that's what we come here for.
Story,
It's
yep.
okay, we can deal with it.
The horror game, what do you expect?
What was it like working with Ashley?
So
Actually, Tisdale.
She researched Rachel. She understood her when she came on the set, which is so refreshing. She knew her inside out. And Rachel is a flawed character, so she brought that through so fantastically. The rest of the cast were fantastic as well.
When we were looking for Joey, Salim helped me.
You didn't tell me this because...
You'd flip your shit.
We want you to connect to these characters and understand them as humans. We want them to seem real because they're real to us. You know, we spend a long time...
Yeah, I know, all these games are connected. They established here. They just made right here. This all takes place in the same world. But they're actually all separate. They're all like episodic, if you will.
And you feel bad about it, definitely.
Yeah.
But also we want you to save them.
This is a world, after all, in this reality here, the supernatural is
That's what they want to do.
dormant,
You know, can you
but
get
not all
them
connected.
and save as many as you can.
There's a lot of replayability there.
Indeed,
Goes on
yeah.
forever. I like
Yeah.
that. So, last question. Favorite scene?
Favorite scenes. So Salim, our Iraqi soldier, and Jason Kolchak, one of the Marines that's there. There's a way that can play out, and a sort of contest between them, and you can make it go in a number of different ways.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
it's really emotional. Seeing them film it, I was lucky enough to be there, and then seeing that come through in game, I think we've got something there.
That sentiment only lasts for so
of
long.
course, I love scaring people, so I love the jump scares. I love the moments of tension that we bring. We can't hold you in that moment, so we've got some fantastic jokes in there as well to allow you to relax for a moment before we scare you again.
Take your mind off the imminent threat. I like that. Dan, thank you so much. This has been really cool to talk about, and I'm sure, you know, I'm excited and terrified in equal part, and everyone else is just excited, I'm sure of it.
And it's been a real pleasure to speak to you.
All right, so decent start for Bandai. Yep. Oh.
Before we dive in the House of Ashes, see how scared you got. Of course, we want to thank Razer for being one of the E3 2021 sponsors. Of course, giving us these tired old blades nobody cares about.
So this is how the Bandai conference is gonna go.
Right in. Of course, the Razer.
I'm taking that.
Thank you so much. No, I'm taking that.
Okay, we'll fight.
Okay, well,
We've done it before.
you know what? I'll take the hand-me-down. I'll be little brother. I'll take the outdated. Nobody wants these anymore, right? Doesn't worry. Golden Boy, you just saw the Dark Pictures anthology.
Yeah.
Your first glimpse of it. We have some reactions.
Oh crap.
Oh, you do?
They were recording you. They said
Intermission time, people. We'll be right back.
Not terrified, thankfully, because you know it was just a a normal trailer, which
Here
is
we go.
fine.
See,
And there's my face.
You're
and
unsettled for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you don't like that. You don't
yeah, don't like that. No, not a fan of that one either. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I think that was one of the jumps.
Dark Picture Anthology at House of Ashes. So Supermassive Games in Liverpool, UK, making that one, being published by Bandai Namco. I personally have fallen off the Dark Pictures Anthology, very guilty, but I did love Until Dawn. I had a great time with that one. Persia, what about you? What's your experience with Dark Pictures?
All right, sorry about that, people. It looks like they're taking a while here talking. I don't know what's going on. Let me see here.
So I didn't know what to expect even hopping into that one, but there was some sort of satisfaction kind of going through it all and seeing everyone die. Yeah. So now I'm thinking about how they were talking about all of the bloody deaths.
Wait, what?
House of Ashes. I'm like, let's see if we can run this back.
I was gonna say, because the dev was saying that, like, obviously there are people who you're gonna want to kill, or at least there are always
Was this it?
try and kill everyone.
Okay, the time. The time said the conference started at 5:25 in Eastern Standard.
Yeah, I played a bunch of Man of Medan, and I went to like a kind of like spoke to the developers behind it, and I think
Nope, still going.
for me currently is the ambition that the developers.
All right, so it looks like we stick here until they.
For that, and what they've executed on has been slightly at odds with each other. I feel like they've got the spark of something, and it's just not quite hitting in terms of one thing or another. Sometimes it's like the writing's.
It's House of Ashes.
Or like the decision-making moments aren't perhaps amazing. This one definitely feels like it's starting to look like it could be.
Okay, let's look at the chat on this site here. Let's see what people are saying. Yeah, people saying it ended. I'm wondering if it ended. The Bleach game, Elden Ring, Tekken 8. Yeah, stop talking. Blue Protocol. Yeah, come on. Like this. I don't care if they only had enough footage for 30 minutes. Come on.
What came out 2015? I remember it being announced like way ahead, and it was very different. I think I remember. It was
Okay, look, you're taking too long. Move it along.
And then ultimately, like the way that game evolved, and so maybe Supermassive have learned something, and they're just kind of making these shorter experiences that are still, full to the brim of player choice.
Look, I'm okay with learning people's experience with their games or whatever. I mean, I say that a lot. I ask that about you guys as well. How was your experience with this game or that game in certain chats? But come on. It's supposed to be a presentation, not a meeting. It's like, what's Bandai doing? But I mean, I guess they probably don't have enough. They don't have enough. But if that's the case, just show what you got and move on. It doesn't have to be an hour-long presentation. I'll take 20 minutes, so long as it's 20 minutes of just game trailers and gameplay. So yeah, this is bullshit. Bandai, I love you guys. I love you people. Okay, I still. Let's watch the Stalker 2 trailer. You can see my reaction to that on the Microsoft one here, but I am looking forward to Stalker 2. Yeah. Just the fact that they talked about the Dark Pictures anthology House of Ashes game, and that's it.
I didn't know either until we were watching the presentation, and obviously, you know, my guilty pleasure was High School Musical back in the day.
So how you all doing? Hope you had a good day so far and everything. Oh, the next series reaction I started up since I finished 12 Forever is Glitch Techs. In case anyone's wondering. Yeah, it's gotten to the point where I'm talking about. Exactly. Yeah, Bandai just got to do a remake or remaster. Yes, just do that. I still have my copy of Journey to Jaburo and Encounters in Space, as well as Federation versus Xeon, AU versus Titans.
The official E3 broadcast, we still have 2 more days of GameSpot's Play for All, so it's going to be packed full of developer interviews, exclusive trailers, gameplay, as well as sessions with some well-known faces from around the industry to chat about the big reveals from this week. But today, because the stream ain't going nowhere, today we also have the GameSpot Showcase.
When's the Half-Life? There is no Half-Life 3. When they make Half-Life 3.
Tam, do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
I mean, the GameSpot Showcase is something that is quite near and dear to.
When's the Half-Life 3 reaction? When they actually start making Half-Life 3, which means when the second Ice Age happens.
This isn't about AAA experiences. You're not going to get an Elden Ring here. You won't see Halo pop up. You won't have any AAA games like that. However,
let me see the chat for that one.
Really cool. They're really interesting.
Oh boy.
A bunch of them myself, and my approach to it was like
Nanomachine Sons. What the fuck? Bandai with one game? What the fuck? Yeah, it's like no Elden Ring? I'm not looking forward to Elden Ring, and yet you just like bad move, man. It's like I had my expectations low, but this too low. Oh yeah, I want Dot Hack. Let Dot Hack return. Undoubtedly though. Set up for Big Hero 6 a series. The next season will be of course another one I react to.
Like I said, not blockbuster games that you're gonna be like, holy moly, this is gonna. I mean, some of them will be Game of the Year, I'm sure, for a lot of people. But it's the smaller experiences that are gonna be meaningful to you in your life, and they will either make you feel good about playing them, or they'll make you think when you put them down, or you'll want to speak to someone and be like, you should check this game out. It's a small indie game that's really, really neat. And it's
okay, show it. Stop talking and show it.
During that whole hour, and they're for 4 games that come from people, or they're for ideas, or get 4 games.
New JoJo game.
Wanting to explore them. So they're like maybe 5 or 6 minutes each.
Man, give me any of the anime games.
And we're gonna show a quick hits of trailers for these games. So it's quite a lean, I think, showcase. I very much. Myself and Randy and the team at the Mix that worked on it were very cognizant of the fact that of the pacing of it. We didn't want to have people like falling asleep watching these kind of showcases. And,
Too late.
You know, not really giving giving people things to get excited about. So we made an effort to make sure that there's always going to be something that someone watching there is going to be like, oh, that's
I love all the Z's and
there's stuff there that you're going to say like, oh, that's an interesting perspective or subject matter. So yeah, please do check it out and share it and let people know. This is the first time we've done anything like this, and I hope that people take to it because I'd love to do more of it.
Yeah, well, that is today.
Oh, new Gunpla lineup.
PM.
Let's see. Oh yeah, the new series gonna come out soon.
We'll be streaming the whole thing. You can also find it on the ESA's broadcast.
Oh, I do. Yeah, new anime game reveal is nothing. Yep.
A lot of hard work, as well as the folks at the Mix to put it all together. So make sure you watch. That's not all that we have today. The official E3 awards are also happening.
Wait, since when did this Nintendo Direct 30th anniversary Super Bowl Awards happen in Nintendo Direct? When?
Game that is gonna, like,
Japan exclusive, no doubt.
I mean, it's tough because when I first started watching all the press conferences as they were coming by, every conference had something.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
But you know, I gotta stick with my roots. Like the Halo multiplayer looked really, really good. It got me super excited, and honestly, I've watched it so many times, slowing it down.
That was it. Bandai. Okay, no. Bandai, you do not take this time to say, yeah, we have a conference. We got our own little segment here that started this time and only show one game. One game. Not even the pandemic is an excuse in this regard here. You could have showed trailers of what you've got. Tune the Bandai live panel announcement trailers.
I do not care. In the last month, the best thing to happen to the world has been an Elden Ring trailer and a release date. We got a release date and a trailer. That is wild.
Really? That's. I don't care if you would have announced just remastered, but I knew I would not be wowed or anything, but there's no excuse here right now. Just no freaking excuse. They keep all the game their own market. Yeah, I get that, but they waste money for this spot. Nah.
We're trying to make a list as
You nothing. You Gunpla line up there. Will this happen? Nope. That's for Nintendo. No More Heroes 3. Early look in Nintendo. Nothing. Wow. It's still going. It is still freaking going. Well, I guess we now know what the worst presentation is on E3. The award goes to Bandai Namco. I'm actually looking through YouTube here, same old crap, but just to find anything, but nope. Well, this was a colossal waste of time, money. I'm sorry, everyone. Would it have been too much for this? For this? An update on this game? Would that have been too much? I'm just rewatching this because why the hell not? Tyler, welcome. Tyler, Thea. I mean, look. There you go. Bandai Namco. This is what we wanted. You know, death and danger awaits. Yes. Look at that, Jesus. A survival. I mean, a Digimon survival game. And you will get an update on this thing? 2019. Yeah, right. No. Not even. There was yeah, we got Elden Ring gameplay, Dark Pictures Anthology. My God, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Tales of Arise. I just want to play in Gundam Journey to Jaburo, and you know what? Whatever. I need to see that Gundam Journey to Jaburo. Might as well give you guys something that can make me squeal or whatever. And this is old school shit right here. PS2 era. Ugh. Like, yeah, you know, it's unlikely, but I would so very much like a remaster. Yeah, construction is continuing going. I see. Construction is going. This is silly, but right now I'm just gonna do this.
Above the planet float hundreds of enormous cylinders with
yeah, it's a podcast. Like, what? We came here for games. We came here for trailers. It's Bandai. I expected a heap load of anime games. Side 3 proclaimed itself the Principality of Zia and launched a war of independence against the Earth Federation. Yes.
Initial fighting lasted over 1 month and saw both sides lose half their respective populations. People were horrified by
oh boy, yeah. Population went from 11 billion to 8 billion.
8 months had passed since the rebellion began. They were at a standstill.
Yeah, like these graphics don't look that bad for PS2 either. Just fix it up and perfect. But yeah, it's like I was expecting okay, yeah, it may have been way too early, but something like someone in the chat here actually mentioned a Gundam Breaker. Nope. I would have taken that. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't seen a Demon Slayer game here. Well, there is a Demon Slayer game, I know that much, but here? So Bandai wasted how much money for that, 20-minute spot? Yeah, this was it, people. This is it. Well, technically speaking, Thursday, EA's having the little EA Play, but it's EA. It's EA. I'm sure they'll have something good, no doubt. I mean, it's been rumored that there's gonna be a Dead Space trilogy. And considering the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Dead Space is obvious. But I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, what do they got to show? The obvious. And besides, what about a Code Geass game? Well, they made one. Okay, they made a Code Geass game for the DS, I think. Yeah. I love that. Oh, classic. Okay, I needed that. Oh. I really needed that. Oh, we got a space opening. But nah, that's enough of that, people. At this point, it would just be me having fun. Just... Sorry about that. Well, there's nothing, but give it time. I'm sure by tomorrow there's gonna be a few trailers that will release exclusively in Japan, no doubt. Well, that was it, people. That was the last E3 2021. They should not have had an E3. This just proves it was no point. Just no. Should have waited until 2022, when everything would have been far more cooled down, return to normalcy and everything. We are still in the recovering stages of this pandemic. As it stands, yeah, Microsoft was the best. And then Nintendo Direct, second place. Bandai Namco, I hate to say this, I do. But Bandai Namco, that was freaking awful. You are at the bottom. Like, Gearbox was at the bottom in my opinion, but now you guys have taken Gearbox's place. So yeah, you're the bottom. Second is Gearbox, and then No, I didn't even watch Capcom. I don't care to know about Capcom. But yeah, it's like this was disappointment here. It's like, yeah, 5% game? No, 1 fucking percent. That's what it was. 2 at most. Then we had like two at most. Then 3% is just like a conversation with the creators. The rest is just talk. I have no idea why they did this. I'm like, and then they just said right on stream there, yeah, we're not gonna have any Elden Ring in here. Wow, way to shoot yourself in the foot. And work your way up to the frickin' kneecaps. Okay, guys, so yeah, that's it. This is I'm gonna chalk this up to the simple fact that, yeah, the pandemic. Bandai, they're a Japanese company. They also suffer. They're still suffering through the pandemic here because Japan is in a state of emergency. They have not left. They have not started passing out the vaccines, people. So I have no idea why they bothered to waste money on a spot here. When the Dark Pictures Anthology, these games, you could have easily shown them on Microsoft's conference because they're for multi-console. You didn't have to waste time and spend money on this thing when you had nothing else to show. Well, I can put this aside and get back to reacting to more Zoids. Not even gonna bother with EA, like I said here. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, I'm sure they could have something incredible planned out, stuff like that. Hey, maybe they'll release Titanfall 3. Unlikely. But I don't care. So thank you for watching, everyone. I kind of had fun. I kind of want to scream at the top of my lungs now, but I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Comment about what you all thought about this. Express your hate, your disdays at the show here. But please like this video. Click. It helps me grow. Until the next one, I gotta get back to work. This is Mecha-san logging